This is Michael Pick for Robin Good Media Network. Today we're looking at SwarmIt and SwarmPro. One-click communication for web, mobile and IM. SwarmIt is an integrated phone-to-web messaging tool that allows you to use IM, mobile phones and obviously the web to contact groups that you set up. It's very easy to sign up for, and once you have done, very easy to sign in. Once you sign in, you'll be taken to here, which is the main message board. Any messages that are sent from the various devices that you use will all be logged here, so it's the first thing you see. Pro users can take advantage of messages that have a purpose, and also you can include inner, outer and middle circles depending on people's status and what access you want them to have. This is a great way of simplifying the process of sending out group emails to various levels of people that you might be working with. You can send messages, access files, have a look at your members, set up your account, create your swarms. It's a very simple menu on the left that allows you to do all of this. So here we are creating a swarm, just creating a test. You give it a description, agree to the terms of service when you've done that, and basically a swarm is a group of people that you've created to collaborate together. So you've got your swarm up and running, and now you're going to apply some settings. You can decide exactly how you want your swarm to communicate. Do you want them to be able to use RSS feeds? Do you want information to be visible or invisible? And if you like, you can put a logo for each particular group that you set up. You can also decide how they're going to communicate. You can activate email, mobile phone or instant messaging, disable them, or allow the user to decide for themselves by putting set by user over here on the left. If you decide the group's not working out, you can disband them by just clicking here, which will delete that particular swarm. In the Pro edition again, you can set inner, middle and outer status to the various people, which is a nice feature. So next we're going to look at sending a message. Sending a message, there are various options. You can decide to send it only to the message board or to obviously the various devices that you've selected before. You can send it anonymously, in which case the user won't be shown. You can also display the message as a high priority message, and you can decide how you want people to reply. If they reply just to you, if they reply to all of the people in the group, or if the reply just appears on the message board. Now the subject line here will be used obviously as the subject in an email, but if you are writing an SMS, you can see it's counting here the amount of characters that you're writing. This is a nice little feature because the subject line is the only information that will be sent in an SMS. The body will be left completely out of it because obviously you've only got a limited number of characters when you're using a mobile phone. If you do enter information in the body though, this will be sent in the email version and obviously also in the IM version. You can add a file up to 5 megabytes, and in the Pro edition again you can decide if this message is going out to the inner, middle or outer circles that you've set up and assigned to the people in your group. And you can also decide if you want to assign a message purpose. It could be that you're making an announcement, that you've got a news flash, maybe you've got a poll or you're requesting feedback, whatever the case, that gives it a purpose. This is just in the Pro edition. Click on send and that will go out to all of the different people in your group in all of the different methods that you've allowed. And it will also appear here as logged on the message board. So the next thing to do is to have a look at the view members. Here all of your members will be listed that are in this particular swarm, and in the Pro edition again it will tell you what their status is within the circles you've set up. Inviting new members is very easy. You can do it either by mobile phone or email. In this case I'm writing an email. And invite the member. Click on confirm to confirm that you want to invite them, just in case you made a mistake. and when you've done that, it tells you that the person's been invited. Click again, you can add other people. If you have a look up at the top, you've got pending invitations, people that haven't yet responded, and you can actually send a reminder out to those people, perhaps they've just been too busy to join you. Next thing we're going to look at is the file sharing capabilities. Sharing files straight from the desktop is very, very easy. You can add a comment to the file you want to share so that people know exactly what it is and what the purpose is. And then you upload it to the repository. That appears down here just below, and you've got your file ready to be shared. If you click on it, it downloads to your desktop. Next we're going to look at how to set up your personal details. You can obviously put your name, you can use points if you've actually got them turned on to encourage collaboration, and here you can decide again how you want to be contacted. In the case of IM, for instance, you can choose ICQ, MSN and even Skype, so you can send messages directly to people's Skype, which is again a really nice little feature. You can send a test message also to test that. Here we are back at the message board, which is the very centre of SwarmIt and SwarmPro. This is where everything gets logged. You can set this up with an RSS feed so that every time there's an addition that goes to your feed, and of course you can set up quite a few different spaces, different swarms. Each swarm could have a different function, example different parts of your business or job, or even different social groups or clubs that you belong to, and each of those obviously can have assigned to it various inner and outer circles and information about the different people there, so it's a great way to organise your groups. You can sign up for free at the Swarm Team's website, or if you want to go for the Pro option, you can email CEO Ken Thompson directly from their webpage.